Station YouTube. I hope everybody is doing well, both physically as well as mentally. So, another library haul here. I don't know what I'm calling this show. Adventures at the library. Got mugged by a hobo. I don't know. Yeah, you guys might not get my humor, but sorry. Let's roll the intro.
Taki's Tales.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Got 3 books here today that I want to talk about. First off, here is DC Universe Rebirth Superman Volume 1, Son of Superman. So, there was a series before this called Lois and Clark, part of DC's Convergence event. I wish I would have found that trade first. And maybe read a little bit more of the Convergence stuff where Jonathan is born and things like that. But I really love this run of Superman. It held up as I read Volume 1 here. I'm not sure how much more I would have gotten by reading that Convergence event. And then there was also what was going on in Action Comics. So Dan Jurgens was writing Action Comics, and I didn't even go over who we can give credit to for this. This is by Peter J. Tomasi. He did the story and the words, and Peter Gleason does the art. Patrick Gleason. Peter Gleason is his cousin. Patrick Gleason, the famous Spider-Man cover artist. He did the interiors and probably some of the covers. We also have Jorge Jimenez. I believe he did some of the interior art on this work, and Doug Mankey. Let's open the cover. Here we go. So let's figure out. Here are all the artists right here, and Doug Mankey. What did he do? Well, he got credit on the cover. Oh, Patrick Gleason is one of the writers. Okay, and Doug Mankey is one of the artists. Okay. All right, now that we gave credit where credit is due, you guys did a great job. It held up for Volume 1. This is my favorite Superman, hands down. This is what I was reading when I got back into collecting comics. I really love the family dynamic between him, Lois, and Jonathan Kent. I'm of the opinion that it ended too early. I think that there was probably, and this is just me spitballing here, like 4 or 5 more story arcs. So, that would have been like 2 years. They had about 2 more years on it. But Bendis happened to DC. So, I think we all know how that worked out. So, on the old scale of buy it or just try it, I'm just going to try it. I'll wait a couple years and then I'll find it at the library again. When I want to reread it. I don't necessarily need to have this in my collection, Volume 1. Now, if they come out with an omnibus and it's a good printed omnibus, I might think about buying it. But it's on the Volume 2 for me. I don't know if I'll be reviewing any of the subsequent volumes just because it'll be really repetitive, and you saw how detailed my review was. You guys really need to listen to Volume 2 because I'm sure all the details will be different. I'm being sarcastic there. It's probably going to be the same. I've already read these books at one time, a couple years ago. Still holds up. I didn't like Mr. Mitsoplit. Yeah, great. I don't like that he was the fake John Kent, but that was, fake Clark Kent, but that was in Detective. So spoilers for Detective Comics from 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. And I don't think they did well with it being Jor-El as the mystery man there. So I'm going to stop talking about this. And then, we could talk about the aging up of John Kent, but I'll save that for another time. Number 2 up here is Space Mullet, One Gamble at a Time by Daniel Warren Johnson. I believe this is his first work. Written and illustrated by Daniel Warren Johnson. He talks about it, published by Dark Horse. He talks about this being his first work in the introduction. The art is fantastic. Daniel Warren Johnson, while the line work isn't, like A+, but then all of a sudden, the more you look at it, and the way you look at the colors and the way things are shaded, you're like, oh man, this is by design. And he really pulls it off well. The writing was okay. You know, I would give the artwork an A, the writing a C+, maybe a B-. You know, you really want to get that B to really be a strong B. Maybe not a B+, but a very strong B. I really like the artwork here. There's a lot of action scenes, as always, with Daniel Warren Johnson. You know, going back and reading through this, the characters just didn't stick for me. And it may be that I need to do a second read through again. But I mean, it's a minor complaint. It wasn't like I didn't enjoy, look at this. It's not like I didn't enjoy reading this. It's just, you know, I guess it's one of the drawbacks from when you're reading a book in trade is that everything gets digested right away. You don't have, you know, a couple months to, you know, kind of think about this character, and, you know, this character is at the beginning, a couple months to think about this character and to think about the adventure. And you don't have a lot of time for these characters to kind of grow on you. This is the first time I've read any of these characters, and I'm not sure if there was anything done with them afterwards. And I don't think there was. I think this is, you know, pretty much a one-shot deal. Pretty thick trade paperback as well. So yeah, just buy it or try it. You know, I would just try it again. Definitely, you know, this would be something that I reread again. I would love to pick this up directly from Daniel Warren Johnson at his booth at one of the conventions. So there we go for that one. Space Mullet, one gamble at a time. And then and by the way, this was courtesy of Milwaukee Public Library. I was shocked. And you know, they put this little love note in here, ill etiquette. So I guess they're already calling me ill, but is this hip hop ill, or is this, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, basically it was like, hey, you're lucky we even gave you this book. Hey, Milwaukee Public Library, I want Newburn by Chip Zdarsky. Send it to me. Anyway, so here we go, Space Mullet. And here was one, I believe this is from, the Superman Volume 1 was from Racine Public Library. I believe this one is from Beloit Public Library, so I really need to get this baby back to them. I don't like to keep books too long if they're, you know, I would like to read them and get them right back out there if they're from a sharing library. So we have here Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Tom King on the words, Bilquis Evely is doing the fantastic art. Bilquis, man, you went up against Patrick Gleason and Daniel Warren Johnson, and you show both of them up here. And I think they would say the same thing. She handled her business. Matthias Lopez, what does he do here? Probably, come on, DC, give them, where's the credits at? Come on. What, really? Really? You're gonna give this? No, those aren't the credits. Where the credits at? All right, so it doesn't say here. We got, you know, Jerry Siegel, Joe Shuster created Superman. DC Comics ripped them off. So I guess I'm sorry, Matthias Lopez. I guess he helped Bilquis on the covers here. I don't think he did help her with the interior art though. And Matthias Lopez is the colorist, and I'm guessing it's for all 10 issues here. So the big part of this book is the art and the colors. So Mr. Lopez, I believe I'm not misrepresenting you there. Awesome job with the colors. But Bilquis did her thing, you know, and has a unique art style. And man, this book. And then Tom King, of course, he's going to do his thing. And when you're reading Tom King in trade, Tom King is best read in trade. Just because there's a lot of like pacing issues if you don't read them in trade, and you might like, you know, I'm looking at this and I want to reread this again. Some parts of this book were just so good. This is definitely a buy it The question is, do I go out there and buy it right now? Or should I wait? Will I be able to find it cheaper for later? You know me, I'm always trying to find a discount. So, yeah. So that's my review. This is a A+, strong B. Man, if I say C+, you guys are gonna be like, you didn't like that book. But to me, this was Space Mother was way better than Superman Volume 1. I don't know. Skip the letter grades. This is an X, this is a Y, and this is a Z. And you guys can figure out the algorithm. This is Aaron Rodgers. This is Turtle Street Beasts with a bent. I'm gonna have to press this out. It's already creased. Anyway, guys, as always, the music is by LS Beats. The intro was done by Moan Media. The outro is by Manny of Tomorrow Cinema. I wrote the PCP Army Bad Batch. If you're looking for great comic book content, just check out the show notes. We got you covered, literally. Phable's got you guys covered. If you're trying to, get the hottest covers for the week, or try to determine what covers you want to buy for the week. If you're looking for new comic book day reviews, Tomorrow Cinema has got some great shorts for you to watch. Shorts are those short YouTube videos that don't show up in your feed and you have to go look for them. But the review is 60 seconds or less. And if you're really wanting a longer review, a more detailed review, Nick Comic Culture is your guy. He's the best comic book reviewer on OnlyFans, and he's like the fourth on YouTube. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace.